Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Knees Up Mother Brown Post Match Pint, the only West Ham United post match fallout show on the internet. We're about half an hour from the kick-off. We're coming off the back of the Chelsea game. Let's go straight into it. Right, Ryan, was the team selection correct?
Do you know what? When I see the starting 11 and I see Nolan, I was probably like a lot of people. I thought, for fuck's sake. And I thought Song should have started, but I can't fault Nolan's performance tonight. He was tracking everything down. I mean, you was there. You got to back me up on this. I mean, we've slated him a lot, and a lot of people slated him, but we've
trained him left, right, and centre. But tonight,
he played really well. And then I'm thinking to myself, he played better than what Song has in the last 5 or 6 games. But I'm in that situation. I would have started Song, but the way Noble played, Nolan. Noble, Nolan. Yeah. Nolan. Yeah, no, he played really well. It's just one of them games. Chelsea I know they hit the post, but they had one chance.
All right, let's start off. Right, we'll start from the beginning and we'll go through. Right, Gray. We had a decent start. We was on top, and then all of a sudden they hit us with a goal after 22 minutes. Yeah. A free header. Was it bad defending or was it just a good goal?
I don't know, it was a good ball in, but then when you watch the replay back, it didn't look like anyone really tracked him back, and he had a free header. And then the annoying thing is, we have a similar chance 10 minutes later up the other end and miss it. That's just the way luck's going at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the start. We was well on top until they hit us with a goal. Where was it going right and where was it going wrong?
Everyone just seemed to be up for it. That was it. That's the only difference you can look at from the Palace game was that everybody wanted it. Everyone was up for it, and we hit long balls, but we were hitting them more into the channels tonight.
Yeah, I think we was too direct against Palace. I think they was going straight and long, and
that's it. This time we tried to knock it out wide. We moved the ball a bit better. We moved the ball a lot quicker than we did against Palace. But that's the thing. Free header, goal for them. Free header, and he puts it straight to the goalkeeper. Yeah,
the Sacco chance after, what was it, 35 minutes?
Yeah.
He's got to score that, hasn't he?
Yes. There's no excuse to miss
There
that.
should have been about 3 or 4 he should have scored tonight.
Yeah, I think he was... I didn't think he was poor.
No.
He was making the chances, but it just wasn't coming off for him.
He just had one of them nights. He probably could have played all night and still not put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So,
as you know, Nolan was steaming in right behind him.
Yeah.
If he'd have left that,
if he'd have missed it, if it had been
scored that, I reckon.
Yeah, if it had been that sort of like against Tottenham when he would have missed that, I think Nolan would have slotted that in nicely. Yeah. He was right behind him, you know. What do you think of the officiating tonight?
Fucking awful.
I don't want to talk about it. Well, I don't want to talk about it, but I don't.
All I can say is if Mourinho thinks that the FA got something
No, do you know
him,
what? It's the Mourinho factor.
Yeah.
It's got in the referees' heads because they think, right, if we don't give Chelsea this and that, Mourinho's going to go on, slag us off, and we won't officiate big games. You know? That Mourinho, he's so good. His mind games are so good, you don't realise. He's like, it's like the FA. He's got them on puppet strings. No, it is.
Is that good, Graham? Is that cheating?
It's a bit of both.
A bit of both. I mean, he's good at what he does, but you know his own fans love him. But everyone else it wind him up. But you'd love it if your manager was the same. You'd love it.
For instance, when Kyoto went through and he got brought down, we didn't get a free kick for that.
Yeah.
If that would have been at our end, guaranteed that would have been a free kick.
Of course it was.
There was a couple of times I noticed. I can't remember if it was first or second half, but Ivanovic was sort of playing mind games with the referee because he was losing the ball or something like that. There was one in particular, but I remember 2 or 3 times it happened, and he just stopped playing and stuck his hand up.
Yeah.
And it seemed to get into the referee's mind because every time he done that, the referee was just blowing and giving them everything. I mean, I thought it was. I'm not going to say I wouldn't never call a referee a cheat, but. It was very No, it wasn't a cheat, but he was very, very one-sided.
I'm sure it took us till the second half to actually get a decision in our favour.
But weren't he one of the refs that Mourinho had complained about earlier in the season? Or didn't he have an issue with Mariner earlier on in the season?
He's had an issue with everybody though, isn't he, at one time?
He's just a poor referee, Mariner.
Yeah, right. a lot of them are now, aren't they? It's just the way it is.
But why give him a London derby?
God knows.
He's got to be one of the poorest referees I've seen this season. I mean, I've seen some shocking decisions this season over West Ham, home and away. But that takes the biscuit.
Yeah.
Every decision was going for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this is the annoying thing, is that was a great game of football today.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the referee.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't fault the performance from us.
No,
I thought
and it was at one point in the second half, it was end to end. We'd have a chance there, we'd have a chance straight back down. But
well, half time did come. I looked at the stats at half time. We'd had 3 shots each, 2 on target. It was even Stevens possession wise. A lot different from the 18th century football that he accused us of playing last season. But we matched them end to end. We started the second half, and again we come out positively. No changes, which I thought there might have been 1 or 2, well, 1 at least. I think I thought Valencia might have made way for Nene in the second, just to give him that 45 minutes of.
I would have given him a lot longer than what he did.
Yeah, I think the thing is with Valencia and Saka, there was no other strikers on the bench. I mean, Nene's not an actual striker, is he? He's more of a winger.
But I would have him see, if I was him, I would have had him sort of doing the floating. Put Sacco on the point.
When he come on for that, 5 minutes, he did look to drop in that
number 10
role, but too little, too late by then, I think. And again, Downing out on the wide. Right, Downing had a spell towards the end of the game where he looked decent, but I thought overall he was quite poor.
I thought their keeper had a really good game as well.
Speak up, son. I can't hear you.
You've got to give credit to their keeper.
He's a world-class goalkeeper, isn't he? But it's fair play. I mean, their goalkeeper Adrian pulled off some world-class saves tonight.
Made some great saves as well.
And I thought Collins superb when he came on. I know. I sort of.
He come on. He started.
He come on after about 5 minutes. Reid went off. Yeah.
But he
bloody stream we were watching.
Yeah. I would have even known that.
You know we lost 1-0, didn't
you? We were still watching the first half.
I think I thought he could have done a bit better. He was ball watching for the goal, but I think 4 or 5 other players were. The thing that annoyed me for the goal is that we just had a chance. Nolan was on the floor, and it seems to take us an age to get back. Yeah. And then in the second half, they've had a chance. We've had a chance, and we've got 2 players forward. They've got 5 or 6 back, and they've just had a corner.
But Gray, is it once again right? It's happened against Arsenal. It happened against United. It happened against who else did we? Tottenham. Are we lacking that killer instinct in front of goal?
Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, we're making enough chances. It just seems to be, like tonight, they get a clear-cut chance score. We get a similar chance. We miss it. We just haven't got the killer touch in front of goal.
And it dropped to the man that you would have thought would have tucked it away.
The thing is, I will say, is that we've played probably one of the top 4 or 5 clubs in Europe, and we've given them a good game. To be honest, Costa, we kept him quiet. Yeah. Oscar went off. I didn't even realise he was playing. Honestly, I didn't even realise he was playing. That's how quiet.
One thing I did forget to mention is the tackle by Jenkinson.
That was a great tackle.
That was a great tackle.
And Creswell off the line.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how good Adrian was tonight. He let Creswell have a go.
Some of the crossing tonight was good and all.
Yeah. I think it's just like Saturday. It's another one of them games. But we can't have more of these games. We've got to start winning.
It just annoys me we don't show that determination and effort.
Because, like I said on the last show, did we underestimate Palace? Because you look at Palace, you look at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think we did underestimate Palace.
And that shouldn't be happening.
No.
That shouldn't be happening.
No, I know it shouldn't be happening. Every team's the same. You put 11 players on the pitch, it's the same,
I can't. In summary, I can't fault the effort tonight. I thought we'd give them a real good go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it just wasn't to be. It was one of them nights, I suppose. And once again, I mean, your top scorer ain't scored a clear-cut chance like that. and it's not going to be United, is it?
To be fair, if you asked an unbiased Chelsea fan, they'd have been happy with a point tonight.
Yeah. On that
performance.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, disappointing result, but not a disappointing performance.
Yeah. But we need to start winning.
Yeah.
And we've got Arsenal away next.
Nice, easy one.
Yeah, it's not an easy game.
But we go to the Emirates with that spirit. Can we come away with a win?
Yeah.
Not even a draw, a win.
Well, the thing is with Arsenal is that they've got... We go to Dubai tomorrow, is it? Fly to Dubai. They've got Man United on Monday in the Cup. Then they've got us, and then they've got Monaco in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So they've got a week where their season can go from being... They've got everything to play for to nothing.
Yeah.
So what are they going to see as more an important game?
And they've got to go.
And the thing is, with Monaco, yes, they're what, 3-1 down?
3-1 down.
But one early goal and they're back in it. So do they see that game as more important than Arms?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the FA Cup game would take priority for them. Because
Yeah, and it's a Monday night.
especially Wenger, he's got to win a trophy now.
Yes.
You know. Right, let's go on. Obviously, the Arsenal game's coming up. Let's go on to what we've heard during the week. What you heard during the week? Anything?
Reedy's getting a new contract, by the sounds of it.
Oh yeah, did I not mention that on the last show? Oh yeah. Go on, I'll let you have your moment.
You've got to read into it. He's never going to get a new contract. That was me last week.
Come on, enlighten us, then, come.
No, I just thought to myself, I mean, maybe does Reed, like we mentioned last time, does he know something? There's something going on at that club because they're offering all these contracts out.
Yeah.
And what I was saying earlier is that these 6 or 7 players that have been offered long-term contracts, it's not an Allardyce thing.
Yeah.
Is there someone that the chairman have already said, we want you to be our manager,
and he's saying,
and he's picking the players, I want these long-term, you tie them down, then I'll come in.
Yeah.
Who it is, I don't know. I don't think it's Moyes.
I can't see it being Moyes. They'll have to pay compensation for him.
And the other person, the person that I know wants to come back to England and who turned down a contract, is Rafael Benitez.
Yeah.
Could that be our manager?
It's a good shout, mate. That's a good shout.
It'd be a coup if it is.
Could it be, though? He wants to come back.
Possible.
They're talking about him going back. He's not going to go back to Liverpool. Brendan Rodgers is doing a good job.
Yeah.
He's... to be honest, I mean, I like Big Sam. But if he went, I'd happily take Benitez. Yeah. He will attract big players.
To be fair, I'd rather have Benitez than take a risk on Bilic. Bilic is a good manager, but he's never managed in England. So I'd rather have Benitez than him.
Yeah, I would definitely.
He's done well at international level.
Yeah, but Steve McLaren done well in Denmark, you know. Didn't do well.
Denmark? What sort of league's that? I could do well in Denmark. We'd win the league.
No, he was a Dutch.
I'll be a player manager, mate. I'll come back.
FC20.
But that's it. He's done well in the Dutch league. Comes back. Right, he's doing all right in Derby, but look at the shocking things he had when he was in the Premiership.
Song.
Yep.
They've been offered a deal. It sounded like he's been offered a deal in the week. I don't know. I've heard contrasting reports saying we've offered him 70, we've offered him 100, but he wants more. What is going on? Is it right? First of all, Gray, is he worth that money from what you've seen from Christmas onwards? And second of all, what is he demanding?
Well,
what does he want?
If you're going on since Christmas, no. I mean, I heard it was like 140 grand.
What he wants?
Yeah.
We're not going to pay that.
What I heard was we offered him the same sort of deal as what Andy Carroll was on, which I think is about 110 grand a week. But he wanted about 130, 140, and we can't be playing players. No. We're not in that position to be playing players like, you know what I mean? No. We can't offer that.
He's thinking your joke before.
He was waiting for the
9 months off.
Oh yeah.
Do it again.
Oh yeah, go on, say it again.
Yeah, I heard it was 140.
Yeah, well, I heard he was on the same sort of deal as Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
He wanted 140 grand a month, a week, with 9 months off. There's your fucking joke.
I'm here all week.
Oh God, you fucking.
But if we're going to pay that sort of money, we need some bang for our buck. Because if a club like us pays that sort of money, because you know we're not safe this season yet. You know what I mean? Let alone next season. You go down with a player on that sort of money, it's disaster, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think we're safe this season.
No, yeah, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, mathematically, you'd be looking at 40 points. We ain't got 40 points yet, and
but the thing with someone like you said in the last show, does he need that rest? Is there this week off? Then they've got the trip to Dubai, so he's getting what? 10 days off?
I wouldn't take him to Dubai.
This is what makes me think: has he been playing with an injury?
Maybe.
That's
maybe.
Maybe has he been carrying a knock and he's just been forced into the team? I mean, he's been rested tonight. Maybe Nolan wasn't fit enough to start, even though Nolan's been on the bench.
Yeah, but then surely you don't. The medical team have picked something.
But then
like that up, won't you?
there's another thing. Why not give Poyet a chance? I mean, he wasn't even on the bench tonight,
which
was
I thought he would have done. I can't understand why not. The kid's done nothing wrong.
Mate,
when he has come on, when he has played, he's looked.
But he's not an
Maybe it's just protecting him. You know,
yeah, maybe he thought it was too big a game for him.
But
but West Brom away wasn't a big enough game for him.
No, but I think
Crystal Palace at home.
I think with Poyet, yeah, it's that Allardyce thing again. It just, as soon as it's sort of not going right, everyone's been calling for Nolan out of the team. I know he had a good game tonight, but as soon as he gets that opportunity to sling him back in,
he does.
He slings him back in. Well, there was a game earlier on in the season when Carroll was still playing, and he started with Cole because Cole had done well the week before. I think it was against Everton, scored against Everton, and we was playing a game. And I can't remember, I think it was 0-0. And he was warming Carroll up like intensely, like he was going to bring him on after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just can't wait to get, he's got that.
Well, he done it Everton in the, it was Everton away, I'm sure it was. Where Cole started. When did Carroll get injured against? Was that Everton away in the league?
What, when
or
he's on his
Southampton?
leg?
Southampton.
Yeah.
Carroll was warming up from about 10 minutes on, as if... Like
where he should have been rested and put in the West Brom game.
Yeah, that's what I said. He would never have got that injury, He needed them extra weeks, He didn't play against the United, but it just seems like with Nolan and Carroll, they're like his babies. You know what I mean? He just seems to like get them two players. And as soon as it's not going right, he's sort of panicking. Whereas when they're in the side, he just leaves it as it is and thinks, it's going to go all right in a minute, it's going to go all right in a minute. But he just can't wait to get him on, And as soon as he's got that opportunity to put Nolan back in...
He does.
He's put him back in.
You know for a fact now, Nolan will start against Arsenal. Barring picking up
the thing is, though,
trading.
Maybe that's what Nolan needed. A kick up the arse, put him on the bench for a couple of games. He didn't even bring him on.
If the rumours are true that when he's fit, he has to play... Then
no, I don't believe that.
Well,
I don't believe that.
You can't say that when he is, even last season when he was playing, you can't say he was playing.
Yeah, but last season there was no one else to replace him.
Well, the way he was playing, I wouldn't put anyone else playing.
But who?
I don't care anyone.
But all right, you say that about last season, but let me tell you something now. If it wasn't for Kevin Nolan last season, we'd be in the Championship now.
If it weren't for Kevin Nolan in the past 2 or 3 seasons, we'd probably still be in the Championship.
Exactly.
I don't deny that. But
last February, we started that month of February in the bottom 3. By the end of it, we was up the middle of the table, and Nolan had scored all our goals.
Yeah.
So you can't knock Nolan last season for what he done for us.
That's 1 month.
But it's more than what the other players done in the 8 months.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, right? And if he weren't scoring them goals in that month of February, but the season's not 1 month.
Yeah, but you had Joe Cole there as well.
But we should never sign Joe Cole. He was past it. That's why he's gone to Villa.
But Nolan's past it now.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm not saying Nolan's, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Joe Cole was that marquee signing when the boy come home, and his career started off well. And at the beginning of the last season, I thought to myself, do you know what? He's going to have a good season, the way he played against Cardiff and a few games after that, but then obviously he just fizzled out.
Yeah, we were lucky. In my mind, we're lucky that we didn't sign Rio Ferdinand back. A big mistake QPR had doing that. Just because the boys come home like with Joe Cole, we looked like we were going to do the same thing with Rio, and I'm glad we didn't.
But then we shouldn't be looking to sign players coming at the end of their career.
No,
we shouldn't be that sort of club anymore.
But we've always been like that, haven't we? Ian Wright, Davor Sukia.
And that's why we ain't on fuck all.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going back 15 years now, you know what I mean? We've progressed. Well, I like to think we've progressed. I mean, last season was a pile of shite. This season we've started well. We've hit a block in the middle. Do you think that comes from no signings in the window? Do you think we could have freshened it up in the window? We got rid of a couple, people like Vazte and things in sides like this.
Well, something's obviously gone wrong in the transfer window in January, because we had 9 deals on the table and not one got done.
Yeah.
How can you not sign? Why can't we attract one of them players?
Was they not done because the teams we were signing them from couldn't replace them? Apart from Adebayor, who I think Tottenham
shit it a little bit.
We're willing to get rid of. We don't know who the other players are, but maybe they might have been players who the other team thought, right, we'll sell them if we can replace them. That's the thing with January transfer is if you're especially leaving it down to the last minute.
The thing is with the January transfer window, I mean, I've said it for a long time, it shouldn't be over a month. It should be a week. You say, right, there's a week, do your deals, bang. Because when it drags over a month, you know what I mean, it should be.
Why does everyone drag their reels?
No one does nothing, but the last half hour, Jim White gets all excited, everyone's doing this and that, you know what I mean? It all happens in the last couple of hours. Why not say, here you go, you got Monday to Friday,
bargain hunts.
Go and do your deals. You know what I mean?
Be like the trading floor in New York if that happened.
Right. That's something you should do.
Alright, let's move on. Who else has heard anything during the week, right?
Well, it's not been much really happening since Palace, but I mean, Carlton Cole with his FA Twitter charge.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really see what's.
I don't see what the big deal is.
I think what he's probably thinking is what Ian Wright was when Ian Wright done it, and he got fined when he called Spurs fans wankers. He said it was the best £5,000 he ever spent. I think Carlton Cole's probably sitting there thinking exactly the same.
He's going, it was worth it.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to get into the fact of dragging clubs through the mud here, right? Yeah. But I'm going to say something against it. When that happened, Spurs fans were retweeting it to the FA, directly to the FA.
Straight away.
Yeah, straight away.
And they were even tweeting pictures of how you click on report offensive tweet. It's pretty sad, isn't it?
No one likes the grass, do they?
Nah, exactly.
And it was in the same week that I mean, I just want to bring this up. I mean, we are on Twitter. If you want to follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. It's the same. It's the same week when I found a website. It's quite offensive. It was a mock account of the West Ham official account. It's quite serious. It's no joke. But they was apparently run by a Spurs fan. They had a cup final. I don't know whether anyone else see it.
Yeah, I see it.
And it was, making sick references to Dylan Tombides and obviously his untimely death, and we had all that big thing over the weekend, and these people, these people on Twitter too, cause offence and rise, make people rise to this sort of rubbish. Should footballers keep off Twitter? Should they just scrap it, just say fuck Twitter?
Well, no.
I think that's more up to the club.
Yeah.
I think the club should say, right, you sign the contract, no social media or nothing. The club should be saying that. At the end of the day, we're all allowed to go on social media and say what we want, and then they're role models. I mean, Carlton Cole going on there and calling a Spurs fan
what he called him.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he was calling him a C.
Yeah,
I mean, whether that was.
But that geezer has sent him a tweet slagging him off.
Yeah, like deliberately trying to.
If Carlton Cole was out in a pub and someone said, "Oi," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I mean, but it's one of them ones, isn't it?
Are you allowed as a footballer? I know that they've got the images as role models and things, but are you allowed? Is that taking away their free speech? Well, at the end of the day, if he said it to someone in the street, he's allowed to do that.
That's what I'm saying. If he said it in a nightclub or something, someone come up to him and said, "Oi, Carlton, you're a whatever," and he said, "Oh, well, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
The FA ain't going to fine him for that. It's because he's gone on social media
and the world can see it.
And the world can see it. And then Tottenham are crying, saying, "Oh, look what he said to us." But then when they're saying taking taking the mick out of a kid that's died of cancer, and their fans are retweeting it and liking it. But then Carlton Coles said, "You're a whatever," you know.
So if they're sorry, Gray, go on, mate. No,
I was just gonna, you said about taking away like the Twitter accounts, or whatever.
Oh, he's going to get involved in Twitter.
No. All these
Carrier pigeon number 6372. Go on, mate.
no, like people say nowadays, how detached from the fans, footballers are. Well, this is one way
of combine,
of being in contact with fans.
I enjoy it. It gives you like not a buzz. I mean, I'm 32-year-old now. But when someone you're speaking to someone that we've had conversation with ex-players. You especially. You're very active.
That's what I was just about to say. I mean, there's a good way of Twitter. I mean, I mean, I say, I mean, you talk to ex-players like Julian Dix, Matthew Everton. But you do. And you can have conversations with them, and they give you a retweet, and you get a little buzz. You know what I mean? But then I wouldn't go on there and slag them off. You know what I mean? And because you shouldn't use. It's
the thing is, at the end of the day, everyone's allowed their opinion, right? And they are role models and things like that. But if someone gives you the ump, you chat to them. I don't see. I don't see why the FA have to get involved. He hasn't said nothing racist. He ain't said nothing homophobic or anything like that.
He's just said what we say every day.
Exactly.
Tottenham fans are.
Yeah. But that's it. They say it to us. We say it to them. It's all part and parcel of it.
At the end of the day, if them fans can give it to him, he should be allowed to give it back.
Exactly. Totally agree. And I think it's just the FA just looking to make some money.
Yeah. And to be honest, I reckon Carlton Cole went down his bank, drew it out, and went, "Here you go, there's the money."
Exactly.
Worth it.
Right. Thanks very much for watching. That was our show for the week. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the Sunderland game. Yeah. We should have a big set made by then, and decorations around and things like that. You can follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. We will have a website up and coming. It's being worked on. New logo and all that. I didn't tell you that. A new logo. Not new. It's the same logo, but just
keep that a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Well, you got all West Ham Olympic Stadium. No. You put London under it, in ya?
So we will be launching fully next week. In 2 weeks, sorry. We will have some content going up on our website when it launches. We'll hopefully get some ex-players and ladies players writing for us.
Facebook.
Yeah. When is that coming? The Facebook?
Facebook will be done by the weekend.
Weekend? Yep. It takes that long?
No.
We will have a Facebook page coming on. We will have a Facebook page coming on. Graham will obviously get on Twitter one day this century.
You can reach Graham by telegram.
Carrier pigeon.
PO box, eyebrows.
Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and that's us. Come on, you irons.